I am live. It says on my screen, hello, hello, for this special edition of Ruby Thursday on Friday. I just felt like it had been so long since I had done a Ruby on Rails specific live coding session that I really just needed to get one in. And so it's going to happen here on Friday. I may switch it up. Probably not. Because now on Thursdays I'm actually helping out and helping out. Well, we've switched around our duties, Todd and I, as far as taking Julia to gymnastics. So I have to run at 2 o'clock. So I may still do a lunch session on Thursday instead. But this week, this is what I decided to do. So here I am for those on the West Coast. And it's only 9 o'clock in the morning as opposed to 5 a.m. And I have been live coding recently. So here we are. I just, right before coming on, I realized that the project that we had been working on was actually on a different computer. So I real quick switched everything up. So I don't quite have everything super ready, but we'll get it going. Please do say hi in the chat if you're here. And if nobody says anything, I may wrap it up early and actually get to eat some lunch because I do have a work meeting at 1 o'clock. So here I am, just popping into your feed, very casual again. Here we are. So as a review, and I will open up the code here and see where the heck we are. Oh, no, don't do that. Don't do that. I was in the main sites directory. Okay. Sorry, I'm going to pull it up here in just a second and share my screen. Just a second. We called it Jello. Do you remember that? It's like 2 months ago. I've been working on this NFT project. But right now I'm going to get to some back-end, not React stuff, which will be nice. And then we'll do the React stuff. Taking a brief break. But actually what was up next in our schedule of Ruby Thursday. Hello, Mike, joining me again here at lunchtime. Thank you for coming out. And so we're going to be going back to the project that, let me start sharing my screen. Share screen, entire screen 2, a little bit easier actually on this computer. I don't know that I have, yeah, I have it set up. Way back, we started looking at different front-end frameworks. And so we did, the last one we did, I believe, was, oh no, I'm blanking. We have some things uncommitted. Was the React and Rails framework. Oh my gosh, I'm totally blanking. I'm gonna have to get a browser open and then it'll remind me. Let's see. Oh, well, you know what? I'll look at the gem file. That's what it'll be. Hotwire. That's right. We did these too. We have both of them in here right now. Oh, thank you, gem file, for reminding me. All right. So we had played around with stimulus reflex. And then we went to the even more abstracted version of that, where they did hotwire rails. And we just sort of played around with those two. So the next thing that we were going to play with was actually using React. So using, the very popular framework to compare it to the answer to that, right, from Rails folks of stimulus reflex and hotwire rails. So that's kind of like, hey, let's bring it back more into all being, sort of, more Railsy than having this sort of separate area where you have your front end and then you're calling your back end really. Like the rest of the Rails app becomes an API, really, as opposed to it all sort of being connected. And so that's sort of the different philosophies that we're dealing with, and sort of just trying them out to hopefully, I don't know, have opinion or not, but at least play around with it and see what's going on. So again, these are not test driven. These are tests, as in spikes, as in just like playground. Um, and I think what I'm going to do though is commit these. I don't even know what it is. That is so small. Let me make it a lot bigger. Looking at the bottom screen. That's probably big enough. Okay. Probably need to. There we go. So right, we had channels, these different views. Let's just add it all. And this was Hotwire. Okay. Great. All right. Now, let's see what branches. Oh, I don't have all my aliases set up on this computer. Oh, right, because at one point we started a Hotwire spike and realized it'd be a lot easier to work from the stimulus spike because it's a lot of the same things. I was building a Trello clone. Yes, let me show that little to review. Yes. We probably could have gone back to that branch and like ran it up again and see what it was doing. But yes, that is the Trello clone slash really kind of I mean, even a simpler like to-do list. But let's actually check it out again. And I think we can just take a look at it. I had oh, oh, it's unhappy. Maybe I know I had it working at some point, but it looks like I have an extra card, locals card. Maybe cards was no longer a thing. Maybe I've just gone somewhere like, hmm, what are our routes right now? Um, oh, no cards. And then unexpected end. So maybe I've just like added something accidentally. Line 25. Let's see. We don't have a whole lot of these. Let's see. Break. Oh. That. That was commented out. Let's see. Is it giving same errors in the console? Oh, well, I haven't tried yet. Okay. Oh, sorry. Slash cards. Nope. Okay, well, here it is still 5. Unexpected closing bracket. Oh, I don't know if I want to fix all this. I wonder if we go back to our stimulus branch. Let me just see, because the point is to see what it's supposed to look like by the end of our React, right? So that one's just kind of, oh, hot wire from stimulus. That's probably my issue here. Oh wait, let me check out everything. We're on the wrong branch. I have my does not want to autocomplete. Maybe I haven't set that up. Okay, now remember we sort of started that and didn't really finish it. So that would be why it's in a messy, messy state. All right, so now there we go. All right. We were watching the Loki thing at the time. So we're just a Thor Loki theme. But here's basically what we're trying to recreate now on a um, using React. So this is using Hotwire right now. And you can add a card. It's got that always what do we I am not watching anything right. Oh, I'm watching a cooking show right now. So like Britain's Best Home Cook. Home cooking. Can't see it. Is hard. And there it is, right? So no refresh. It just added one. And we do have a little bit more functionality marked complete because it's a card. Did I hook that up? Maybe I didn't hook that up. I might not have hooked it up. That's okay. But adding the card was I think the main thing. So all right, review time is over. Today's goal is simply to get the back end set up more to be an API. So instead of return, our controllers will not return templates, HTML templates, but will instead return JSON that the React portion can use. So that is the only goal today. And so let's, uh, what is the branch? I think just master. Get checkout master. And initial commit with card, right? So it just basically built the card model and all of that. So we're just going to now now we're going to call it React Spike. All right, here we go. So now everything is back to really basic. I think we ran like a scaffold even, like we just like built it all. And so now we're going to instead put it, we're going to sort of leave these views alone. They won't even factor in, but we will be updating our controllers. So here's our card controller. I think we can get rid of that. We need our routes. I don't think we need that. Okay, so I briefly reviewed how to do this. So I may have to pull up the tutorial I was reviewing. But basically, instead of having resources cards, this actually might not take very long. We may get to something else. Is to namespace it under APIs, right? So API, right? Pretty sure I should probably review some actual box, but let's try it out. And then APIs are versioned so that you can continue to use um, uh, the old version as the new version has updates. And sadness for any API who's not versioned. I have encountered some in the past. Sadness all around. So here we are. We have our namespace API v1 cards. All right. Well, our uh, file structure needs to match it. So now we need to um, have controllers, and now we're gonna new folder API, new folder v1. All feels very familiar from others that I've worked on. Okay. And then we will now move this into here. I do want to move it in there. Okay, so now, wait, this is not at the top here, so we need to add in, I think you do all caps when it's like that, and then V1, like that. All right, so there is our file structure. And then we would go into, we have our params set up, right? Car params, good, okay. Now it would be index. You want to, or cards JSON, you want to return. This is the syntax I'm not as familiar with. Okay, let's go find image of DigitalOcean, React Rails tutorial. It's a little old, but and it has way more than we need. But this is what I found so far. We'll go down to where it shows the yes, we are going to need now to have a page that is like where we are hosting the main page, right? So we're pulling in cards through an API, but we're going to need like a basic page to have, right? So let's go ahead and put this home page together as well. And so you can see how it's not like it's going to pull in cards instead. So and that's going to be, we can just generate that. It's a controller. Did he actually have it? Yeah, there we go. Save me some time. Okay. And then we need to add, he's thinking you're editing all this on Nano, which is kind of hard to do. Oh, it added it. But we're instead gonna, I'm used to the root 2 being at the bottom. So there we go. So just putting together that part. No, I want to skip to. In this tutorial, I did the React part first. I thought, you know what, I'd rather do some regular old Ruby for a slight change. He's doing recipes. All right, here's our namespace. And we can just change that to cards, basically. And then why did he get path? That must be some other React stuff. Get right, right. Anything with path is going to go here. Anything. So if you're trying to go anywhere else, you're going to go to homepage. So we can use that too. And we're not going to do all that. We're going to do create. And we're not going to do a get to go look at the particular card. We're just going to do a little bit simpler thing. And so instead of all of the actions, we're just going to have cards. All right. And that is it. So we've updated this. We're just going to do cards index and cards create. And we're not going to do all of those. But here, yeah. And then render JSON. That's the big thing. I do disagree with the name here. I think it's like more than one recipe, so it should be recipes. But that's just a nitpicky thing on the tutorial. So we're going to go back to our controller, and we're not going to order them. They'll be ordered by the standard. I don't know. It's pretty standard. Oh, sorry, cards. I lost my train of thought. The updated at is the standard. And I don't even think we need this anymore. For simplicity. And we're not going to have a view like that. We're not going to do that. We're going to just have a list of them on that home page. All right. So it is not going to do all of this anymore. That comes in later. Okay. So yeah. So it's going to create. It's not going to. It's just sort of a different way of doing it. I mean, we could still do if card save, and then you render that JSON. And else that. I mean, oh well, we're not doing the format. Yeah, we could keep some of this standard stuff. It doesn't have to be this. Let's do that. And of course, if if it doesn't work, we can always go back to this. All right, so I'm gonna do if it saves. We are not doing an HTML. I see, because this is more than you would need because there's only one format. It would be rendering both formats. Oh, I see now. Okay. Well, for dryness of code, well, yeah, dryness, simplicity. Um, we will go with what he did. Yeah. I'm glad I talked it out. If card. Of course, your front end has to be able to handle the errors, but that's what it would be. All right, so we're not going to do any of this. Any of this. We're not setting the card. All right, so here is our pared down controller. So in this way, it's a lot simpler, right? Okay, we have about a half hour left. I think that's all that you'd have to do on the back end. So because we're not going to do all the other things. That's fine. We can not seed any. That's okay. All right. So now let's go back up to the React portion. So this tutorial had you use a recipe, and we already have a Rails app. So we really need more of when we could manually create like the front end file folder. I don't know if there's is there like a React Rails gem? Well, I think that would be something different. Um, but let's just look it up real quick. Webpacker, Rails 5.2. Well, that is pretty old. I think we're running Rails 6. What are we running? Oh yeah, the live coding session yesterday, was it? They're like, oh, let's play around with Rails 7. So that'll be next. That'll be next. We'll try to do, just take it and play around with some things. I have not had a chance to uh, check it out at all. So do give me a well, we could check it out together and read all the docs. So yeah, so we're running 6.1.4 at the moment. That's probably not the uh, you can use Webpacker. Hi, Jean. Uh, you can use Webpacker equals React. Just to set it up because we already have Webpacker. I believe we do because it came, I think, with Rails 6. Do I have it? Just oops. I I was on the other browser, so I was trying to print. Okay, so let me come back over here. All right, is that in? Doop. In here? Let me change something. Packer, probably somewhere in here. I think you do change that. All right, so we already have Webpacker because this is a little old. Oh, Lord of the Rings. I have to say, it's been too long since I've seen Lord of the Rings. I've got to. I just actually found all my old DVDs the other day. Slowly trying to unpack. Yeah. I want the. No, I don't want that. I want. Uh, generate React install. Ooh, what does that do? Do I just want to see what this does? Well, Rails Webpacker install React. React Rails. Oh, and React Rails. I knew there was a React Rails. Let me just find this. It's always so big over here. Let me just make it a little smaller. Oh, because it was like at more than 100%. And this is pretty up to date. 3 months ago. Okay. I'm getting delivered by my awesome husband a smoothie. Woo! Thank you. I am on screen. Okay. I have a couple people watching too. Yes. So Mike also votes. All right. Funny. Okay, so yes, Mike also is like, yeah, let's do it. That's how you do it. But I think I have to install the gem first. So, um, okay. Yeah? Yeah, that's what this tutorial says. Okay. React Rails. I figured there was an awesome gem for that, right? It's just here at the bottom here. All right, bundle. This is an excellent Not that it takes that long, but okay. Just a little sip. Smoothies probably are the best like food you can do live coding. Um, this is my lunch hour, so. All right, so there we go. And now we're gonna try this guy. What does this give us? I got lots of fun folders and things set up. It's getting us a Babel config. Okay, let's review. All right, so it does a lot of this setup for you. This is awesome. It's gonna give you a Babel config. It's gonna give you a JavaScript pack. That's how it's gonna know sort of how to import the React into your HTML. We didn't actually have one. Okay, I thought we did, but it's installing the React dependencies, so React DOM, all of that into our packages. And then that's it, I think. Okay. All right, so we have some new Babel config, and then it's also easy to see here. Oh, we added all of that. I probably should have committed so that we could see, but yeah, that's it. So this, whoo, yeah, added the extension. What else changed? Oh, that's the biggest thing. It was kind of there to begin with. Okay. Um, so into the packs, it put in the hello. You could probably get it up to this like hello thing today. Maybe we just do that and then add cards later. Okay. I have a lot going on in the Git, so let's get uh I mean, it's a test, right? Let's just add from here so that I don't get too confused. Git commit move routes to API namespace, add home page, add React. That's a small commit. All right. Uh, yeah, that's a joke. All right, so here we go. Oh, add all of that. Right. Oh, no, I did. Oh, I did add it all. There we go. Right there. I already did it. Okay. And then back to the tutorial a little bit. Okay, so we did just add all that, which now is there in order for this to make sense. All right. And we already did that. Yeah. We did all that with that lovely gem. We have a home page. Okay, configuring React as your Rails front end. So this is where that sort of, I don't know, magic, but this is where that connection happens. Did I bundle install the new gem? Yeah. Yeah. Did you miss that? I did. No worries. Up here, bundled all that. It added all that kind of fun stuff here. And then I think this command would not have worked without it being there. It might have, but I installed the Rails React gem as well. No worries, no worries. Everybody's probably doing their own thing as well here. Okay, so here, so first it wants us to rename For the sake of this tutorial, let's just do this. Uh, well, okay, that's the name of the app that they called it. So in our app, JavaScript packs hello. Go ahead and just rename it index. Now I'm curious, right? Because all of the React things, or the convention is yes this capital letter, which of index, and in Ruby it's not. So it's interesting that we're sort of putting those two together. Okay, so we're going to rename. I could just uh, move it. We're in app. Um, JavaScript packs flow to app script packs, and then just index. Okay, and JSX. Yeah, we did that part. Open application HTML ERB, and then we're going to add a viewpoint and the pack new helper that I've never used before. Okay. And in fact, I think we don't need these. Good question. We have the viewpoint port just a little bit different. I'm going to comment these out for now. I guess that's how it comments. I don't know. That looks a little wrong. But here we go. We have the pack. I can always put it back in. I think I don't need those. Because everything's going to come from React now. The styling, everything. Okay. Next step is now we need our component. Here's our first component, our home component. JavaScript components. So it's set up a little bit differently. I probably other folks and conventions nowadays set this up like file structure wise differently, like a front end folder. But we'll continue on this tutorial. But just to point it out that this is how they're doing it. But I've definitely have seen like front end as the main place where these things are. But just to get us testing. And then we'll add folder. And then make a new home JSX. And then it suggests. So they a link. That's cool, the link, but they already had and put in Bootstrap. I don't care how it looks. So, I mean, I care, but I also don't. So we're pulling in our basic imports, the basic one being React for sure. And then we'll have a link. This is an added thing here to recipes. Oh, I guess we didn't have to have a home page. Oh well. I'm just gonna have I'm going to do a lot simpler. Oh, but export default here. Do need that part of it. I'm going to go in and just make it simpler. We're not going to have, I'm going to get rid of a couple of divs. No class name. But just, and then we'll do H4, H1. Cards. Okay. I don't need that. Cards. I'm getting pink. Okay. Nope. View cards. All right. And then we don't have as many divs. I am so used to the other project I'm on having this lovely linter that just like makes it all pretty, but I will manually do it here. Okay. Oops, sorry. Deep breath. All right. We've got just that. Oh no. I guess it doesn't matter. Okay. Next up, all right, we've got that. And now we'll do a little routing. This is fun. All right, so now we need routes to go with our components. And we need an index.js with that. All right, and got a route to our home. There we go. I think that all stays the same. Okay. And then, okay. This is sort of explaining, helps us navigate from one to the other. It'll go to the home component when you get over to this root route. All right, now we get into more of this. So now we need an app JSX in our component. And then we've got our routes from it, as well as nope, that's it. Okay. Okay. And now we're going to render our entry file. And then so we go back to here. I don't need all that. Oh no, do we not have one? Open the entry. Okay. That one. No. The packs. Aha. Okay. So that's the index of your React. And now the packs is making that connection, right? Nope, I don't want to cancel. Is making the connection between the Rails, application HTML that we're loading everything up on, and then the React part. So I don't think we need all this hello stuff. No. We don't. We need We need, sorry, just looking back and forth. We need render. And in there? Oh, it's doing the whole thing. Let's change it up to just render because usually you don't do that. All right, render. I don't think we need prop types anymore. We're not feeding in all of this jazz, but we do need that. Okay, and I don't think we need that anymore. Okay. I think I'm also going to change this up a little bit. Maybe we look at under app. Create relative. Well, okay, let's leave it and see what happens. All right. Okay. All right, and then inside of the div element on the page, there's several divs. Okay, let's see what happens. All right, so then I'm not doing any of the style sheets. Okay, this is more the back end. Should we see what we got? How it's broken or not? Okay. It's still called Jello. It shouldn't have any. Well, cards is not a thing. So what do we got? I don't think that's what we're supposed to see. Did we miss the piece? See, that's my hesitation. I think we missed the piece where we edit the like home page. Well, let's see again what app says. What are we expecting it to look like? Link cards. Cards. That's what we expect to see on our home page. Okay. Component home. We did that. Is there something about the actual Rails routes we missed? I think it was lower. Okay. Let's look at the Rails routes again. Okay, here. Okay. Recipes, controller. Oh, wait, sorry. Is the route for your home page getting in the way? Probably. Let's look again at the routes. Like, is this route no longer a thing? Did I miss taking it out? Because I feel like it was in here. It's still there. Well, we could try it. Let's see what happens. I think when you do the routes, though, we should believe you still have to um, do that. Nope. Goes back to here. Let's see. I'm gonna put it back the way it was. My fingers get confused. Okay. Let's go back. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Mike. He's like, no, no, that wasn't quite it. Um, now to the index action of the homepage controller. This way, run. Okay. We got the recipes controller, which is now um, I did all that. Did we do all that? Do we have a cards? Oh no, we didn't do this part. I don't think it makes a difference, but we could go ahead and implement this because we don't have a cards component yet. I just have a few minutes left. This is a lot further along than I thought it would be. Where am I? Components. Cards. And of course we need this is hooking up cards. Cards. Okay. That's hooking up to, where we're going to load up all of those cards, which they should be there because they're in the database, right? Because we've added them from other um, tests. So we actually should already have. We don't have to seed it up. Right. And now it's going to go get them. So this is the part where it goes and reaches out to your Rails app, which is really an API, but you're serving it through Rails. It's kind of an interesting connection, I think. Circle. I don't know. It's not a circle, but it's an interesting way of breaking out your front end and back end. Okay. Component did mount. Yep. And then we just do that with. Can I just? Yes, cards. Okay. That looks fine to me. All right. And then what else are you adding? Oh, the rendering of said cards. Oh, this is wild. This I might have to do this and that. Right. Oh, it's giving like a key in the index. Like, yeah. Interesting. Oh, yeah, probably because if you want to like delete them and stuff. Oh, okay. Just looking through the rest. It's still not quite the issue though, with why we're not seeing like our like cards thing. Error. Oh, do we not have React Rat or DOM? Hmm. Well, there you go. Look at your output here. Can't resolve it. I don't know what that is. Okay. Um, okay. That would be our issue. All right, cool. Not our issue. You just have to read what's happening. So I'm sorry, where is it going to exactly? The home, line 5. Home, line 5 from React Router DOM. Uh, did it not install? I guess it didn't install React Router DOM as part of React. This bundle install. Maybe I didn't do this. Oh, look at that. We forgot that one. Oh, is it gonna? It gives you. Oh, it give us these things. Um, should have read through here a bit more. Oh, we can render it in a Rails view. That's cool. All right, this is more to inject your Rails component into an already existing Rails page, which I think is awesome because sometimes you don't need the whole setup. Interesting. So, here's a vote. We're going to end the session. But this is interesting that we weren't using the view helper. We weren't using all that. But it does look like we've missed React, the routing. I guess because different from the tutorial, this is, kind of letting the routing be the same. So the tutorial is like your Rails app as an API. Okay. This gem is saying, well, you could leave all your routing. You could just have a React component on your pages, which is a little bit of a different uh, like concept, configuration, idea. So this, although I think it's great that we included it to play with, it is actually a different idea than at doing it the other way. So there's like 2 flavors of doing this. Right now we're doing the API version. We could go back and do like this more next time. Interesting. Okay. But for now, I'm gonna have to say goodbye. So thank you so much for coming out and listening in. So I think we'll be doing this at lunch again next week. Stay tuned to your email. As you know, it's ever changing a little bit. So but yeah, well, I think we'll try to finish out this flavor and go back and do it like the view helper way, as like another way of doing it. Because it's a very different thing to like have most of your site do other things and just put in some React, as opposed to serving the entire front end with React. And that's the current test that we're doing. So, okay. Have a great day, whatever day it is for you. All right. Take care. I'm going to stop streaming. And here we go. Bye-bye.